they either pay for it or I comp all my services. And for me, that's a better show for me than this show because I get to be a doctor on the show.
Right.
So, so that's for me. That's more exciting than this.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really good. And also, it's a done deal. It's not like I have to try out for it. I'm hoping I get it or shit like that.
It's good. It's good. You're good.
I'm good to go.
I mean, you think you're gonna get more viewers in this show?
Well, that's what she said in the DR. But like the end of the day, probably only like 800,000 to 1 million people watch that. Maybe like 2 million on a really good show. But so what? I get to be a doctor on it.
And is your name getting out there? Kirby.com?
Of course. Well, I mean, they come to my office and it shows my signage. And
okay, that's cool.
So, and it shows people where my office is.
Right.
My partners are happy about it. Things like that. So for me, that and like in my life, this show is a joke, and being a doctor is an incredibly high priority. So I'd rather be a good doctor on TV than be an idiot on TV.
This is over after 3 months, and you're, like you said, you know, this is it. There ain't no more Big Brothers.
I mean, yeah, there's not another Big Brother next summer.
Right. For us.
For us. So, anyway, I had like you said, I had a huge target coming on my back in here. I didn't think I was going to be here this long. Now that I'm here, well, of course I'm going to try to win HOHs and play. Because if I don't, well then, not only will the 5 of us go down, but Chilltown specifically will. So. Right. As much as I joke around and as unloyal as I was to people my season, you have to recall my season, I was incredibly loyal to my group until they dissipated, you know? And
you were never not unloyal to your group. It's just that you throwing things gets them evicted.
This is the thing. At the beginning, I mean, Big Brother 2, what you have to understand is, I came on there, we didn't know anybody. I didn't know a single person on the show, obviously. Plus, there was no previous Big Brother to watch. We didn't know what an alliance was. You know, Big Brother 1 was totally different. We didn't know what an alliance was. We didn't know what all these things were. So we got there, we made it in our groups, and then instantly I realized, as soon as I walked in there, I mean, I told the producers before the show started, I said, I'm going to lose competitions, and I'm going to see just where that leads to me, because if you try to win them all, you're going to be in trouble. So my group got in trouble anyway when Justin got kicked out before we even got started, and then instantly I lost a couple and realized it was my way to go. So, I mean, I learned something quickly, jumped on it. Well, this time I had a huge target on my back. I had no choice but to lose some at the beginning just to, you know, stay hidden. And now it's to the point I can't lose anymore. If I lose any more, then I go up. I'm well aware of that. So at this point, you know, Boogie and I are ready to turn it on. And as long as the numbers are in our favor, this is why if you win an HOH at the beginning, it doesn't matter what happens to you because the numbers are with the voters.
Right.
But now, if we have a group of 5, Boogie and I can win the HOH, the group can dictate what happens.
You control everything in the house.
Exactly.
Everything in the house.
And we can just whoop that ass every 2 weeks, and no one will be able to do anything about it. We don't have to be assholes about it, but we also don't have to, you know,
sit back and get our ass kicked.
Just sit and listen to Marcellas be like, oh, I did 20 pilots since Big Brother. You didn't do 20 pilots? You're unemployed. You work on the internet. Like, you didn't do any... Like, it's crazy. He's living in a dream world.
He's up here yelling and shit. It's annoying.
Exactly. Mm. So...
Some people call him a sissy. Some call him a queer.
Some people call my son a sissy, a queer, a faggot, a fruit.
That's what he was yelling?
That's what his mom said about him on the Big Brother 3.
I mean, the thing is, I just don't get him, and as a result, he makes me nervous, and I think... I mean, like, Chicken George, I kind of get him. Danielle, I kind of get her.
We can only take on one person at a time.
Right.
But I want them all gone. But let's get... If we get rid of the stronger ones, then maybe we can win them all and get rid of them.
Okay, let's go on to the next subject. If Danielle got the sheep thing right, which she may have, okay, I don't know what it is. We'll just have to wait and see. If not, if you get the clue or you figure it out, chill. We all haven't guessed yet. We can work on that as a group. I'm at the risk of self-aggrandizement, I'm phenomenal at those things. I love mind puzzles. I'll figure it out in 1 or 2 more clues.
I'm not good at puzzles.
How many more people have not answered it yet?
Me, Boogie, you 2.
Only one from the float herd hasn't answered it. Marcy.
Marcellas. So the whole point is, Marcellas, it's a low priority. He doesn't care. He's in his own little world. I can figure it out myself, but between Boogie and you guys, with your help or not, I'll figure it out.
Well, do you really think that Erica's stupid enough to say the same thing that I remember that Danielle did?
I don't know what
she came out and she's like, yeah, I said the same thing. She's like, yeah, I said DNA.
I don't think so.
Do not assume.
Does she understand that if it's the same thing as Danielle, that Danielle wins over her? How fucking stupid.
I don't think she's lying, right? Yes. She picked out something else. Well, that's why Erica was like, oh yeah, let's work on it, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, you already ruined your turn. I'm not working on shit with you. You know what I mean? I mean. I hope it's not that simple. I really hope that this thing gets complex and it takes multiple clues, multiple
Erica's
days.
just a piece of shit. I told you after the POV on last Saturday, she comes to me, she's like, yeah, I just feel bad because the girls are going after the girls. And I was like, look, Danielle's fucking done with. I'm going after her.
You said
Like,
to
fuck
her?
her.
You said to her?
Yeah, and then she's like, well, look, whatever happens, I've got your back. That's what she said.
See, she's been playing Boogie for weeks, and I'm like, Boogie, dude, come on, get with it.
What'd you say to Erica? You told me. So I don't know if
About
you
what?
ever you try to play those emotions out. You're going down.
What's that? Say
Didn't
again?
you say to Erica, you know, if you like Boogie or whatever it is, but
Yeah.
if you're playing with his emotions, you're going down?
Yeah.
You said it to her?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
She was just like, I'm not. And I was like, okay, because, you know, like, you don't want to be in that position because you crush your dreams. Erica's got a great strategy, and it's working fine. Kiss everyone's ass, tell everyone that she's helping, and she's doing the bunky strategy.
But
Yeah, totally.
who is retarded enough to not see her game? Is there someone that's
She doesn't think that everyone talk. I mean, she doesn't think that people talk. She has no idea about this. She's none. She's none. Other than she was like, yeah, Will and Janelle are kind of, you know, you guys are kind of cool today. I don't think she has any idea. I mean, every time she's ever said to me, what are you going to do if you win HOH, which is rare. Actually, she has these conversations with Boogie. She's like, we're going after season 6.
Cool.
Who says that?
Boogie. But he's not. I promise you, he's not.
He's totally not.
Boogie's he's the most intelligent person in this game. I promise you that. He's totally logical, totally normal. Don't let him drink. Other than that, he's fine. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here. You guys just tell everyone. You don't have to say, look, we're figuring out. And if anyone asks us, we're going to be like, we're going after them. When Marcellas comes up here and he says, look, Will just told me he's coming after season 6, expect that. Totally expect that. Because I want them, the next competition,
Absolutely.
I want Marcellas, Chicken George, Erica, I want them dropping out. I want to say to them, look, when you guys see, you know, if Janelle and Howie, you know, drop out on questions and miss questions, just drop out and I'll handle the rest because I'll go after them. I want them to, like, be blindsided by it.
The only thing is when they see one of their own go this week, are they going to believe that?
Oh, but by then it's going to be too late. I mean, Chicken George, hopefully we can handle him. Hopefully, you know, he's not going to, you know, be able to pull off some miraculous thing. And I think if we hit Danielle, then Marcellas will...
Marcellas needs to go.
Then Erica, I mean, it's going to be all of us against Erica and Chicken George. How strong can she possibly be?
She's a hell of a lot stronger than we give her credit.
Won one today in the miracle round. That's why.
That was like... I mean,
She took on Allison in June, though, and she almost beat Allison in her season. Like, she's good.
I didn't see the season at all. This is All-Stars. Everyone here is capable of winning this game, including Chicken George. Let's not kid ourselves.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's quite Chicken George. It's quite possible he's going to fart himself into the finals.
Yeah.
I do think, in retrospect, it was really smart getting rid of Jace because we had no idea what he was doing, and he was out of control.
He's crazy.
He's nuts.
It was getting rid of Nicolemas, too. No, I love her, but...
Comas is a bad
Diane, if you can vote someone back, bring back Diane, because she's like...
No one's coming back, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's too late. No one's coming back.
All right, so what questions do you guys have for me? What can I tell you? What can I offer you? What do you need to know?
When are you going to win an HOH to save my ass?
Probably next week.
Okay.
So you and Boogie will just vote with us this week?
Yes,
Like you vote out
absolutely.
that Danielle?
Yeah.
What else?
What's going to happen if Erica wins, if Chicken George wins POV and takes Danielle? He's not, because he's not going to do it, is he? All right, no one's going to win. If anyone wins POV, they're not going to use it, right?
Well, they're sending... If they did... One of their alliance members is going home, so they're going to have to choose...
Chicken George wins it and saves Danielle? Well...
He's not, because all you have to do is take him aside and say, Chicken George, don't use this.
Right. The way these
Who controls Chicken George?
No.
Is it Danielle or Erica? Dude, he
Danielle...
votes. Listen, Chicken George votes with the group every week. I'm not the one telling him.
He swore to God on his family's life he was going to vote for Kaser to stay.
Shit happens.
He lied.
But the whole point is someone is telling him how to vote. Who is it?
Danielle, of course.
Or is it Erica? I think it might be Erica.
I think it's Danielle.
No, it's Danielle.
All right.
Danielle's in charge of the whole
He
operation.
gave the slot pass to him last week. Danielle talked Marcy into doing it so they could have his voting. Have him as their alliance.
Yeah. I know you're saying that.
They knew they needed him as a vote. He's bought and paid for.
Marcy was smart. He would give him this permanent slot pass for the summer.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Maybe you can. All right, so you guys talk to James.